Okay, what I wanted to show you this morning was something I've been toying with for a while now, and this is a pocket laser engraver. And in my case, I modified it a little bit so it would actually do some cutting. But this is an inspiration from the website Instructables. There's a guy on there called Groover that originally came up with this idea, and pretty cool little idea. What he's done is he took these DVD carriages and cannibalized them out of DVD ROMs, and in my case, these are actually old burners that went bad. The motor that makes the disc spin, one of them had went bad. So anyway, I did some cannibalization, and there's one here at the bottom, and there's another one here at the top. And the one at the bottom will make this bed move forward and back, and the one at the top left and right. And I mounted it on a couple pieces of wood, and then I epoxied a piece of circuit board material onto the where the head of the laser would the head of the DVD laser would normally go. So that builds me a nice little clean platform here. Okay, as far as electronics goes, I'm using a Gerbil shield, or aka laser shield, right here. And there's a guy that produces these, and he charges $9 for them, so it's not quite worth going through all the effort and making one of those boards we can buy for $9. But it's just a bare board. I had to put all the components on it, and on it is a couple of Chinese knockoff. They're called Easy stepper drivers, and these are some cheap Chinese knockoffs. And so the board is almost complete, except I've got to find a relay that will go here. And the problem is the relay that would normally go there is now obsolete, and you can't get it. So that's kind of a problem. So I'm going to have to figure out something else. I've got quite a few of these from an old project. They're relays that they're encased inside of a dip chip. So I may repurpose those, and probably have to make some little daughter board that will go in here. So, but anyway, meanwhile, I'm just going to manually, until I can figure something out, I'll manually turn the laser on and off. And here I've got a cheap Chinese laser driver. I think it puts out about 500 milliwatts. Now in the laser holder right now, I've got a 2-watt laser, a blue laser, and so it's very powerful. But I'm only driving it probably about half of what it's capable of. So anyway, it works fine for this. Anyway, I'll give a little demonstration how this little machine works. And what I've done is, I don't know if you can see my screen or not, but I've loaded a G file, or G-coded file, that contains all the commands necessary to tell the stepper motors what to do. And so I just drew a little star here in Inkscape, and then exported it out in G-code. Now I've got another piece of software here called a Universal G-code Sender, version 1.06, and I think I'm running A or B. But anyway, it has this nice feature. You can visualize the G-code. So this is like the spindle, or in this case the laser, so you can see what it's going to do. It's going to come over here, and it's going to work its way around the star and come back to home. So anyway, I've already got the file loaded up, ready for a test. So what I'm going to do is come down here. Now, bear in mind, the circuit that would normally turn the laser on and off isn't completed yet. So I'm going to just manually turn the laser on. Now I'm going to look at the laser through the telephone. Through the telephone's camera, because I don't have goggles yet. I've got them ordered, but I don't have them. So whatever I'm looking at the laser, I look at it through the phone and not directly, because this laser will hurt your eyes if you were to look at it directly. The phone, matter of fact, kind of even filters out the blue haze of the laser. So I'm going to what I'm going to do next is I'll start the code to be sent to the Arduino, and then up through to the laser to the stepper motor drivers, and then to the and then I'm going to turn the laser on by hand. So I'm going to set the phone down just for a second while I do this. Hang on. Okay, now I've turned the laser on, and it's hard to see here, I think, but you can see that kind of that blue haze. I'll try to get up here close. I'm not sure what damage this might do to my phone, but anyway, I've got a little fan running to blow the smoke away, because what I found was that smoke actually blocked some of the light. So anyway, that ended up being a problem. So anyway, it's chugging along, making my star, and back up here a little bit. Also, the lens that I'm using is a cheap, fairly cheap glass lens, and so the laser point isn't real good. It's the culmination is kind of oval shaped. So I've got a better lens on its way that will tune that down and make it a much finer point, and do a much better job. But anyway, this is what the holder came with, and it really wasn't that much. I mean, this whole holder right here was only like $10, so the lens couldn't be much. The other thing I did is this little white thing right here. That is a PEX holder. So the plumbing that you using in your home, that's you put that in the walls, and then PEX snaps into that. Well, I found that little thing almost fit the laser holder, and so by just shrinking it up a little bit with my hot air gun, I able to make it malleable, squeeze it in just a little bit, and that did the trick. So anyway, so you can still see it's still cutting. This is a blue laser, around 450 nanometers, I believe, is how that's set up, and it's a blue, what they call a blue or violet laser. And this particular diode came out of a projector that used a DLP wheel that spun around, and then it had this laser in it. These are fairly reasonable used, and the thing I'm always kind of concerned about is the temperature of that laser. So what I do is I constantly check it. So you can see I'm shooting it with infrared, and I'm running about 84.3 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm still good, but I'm not really driving that laser that hard. It's capable of 2 watts, and I'm driving at about a half a watt. So it should be fine in this particular application. What I wanted to be able to do is lay pieces of cork in this little machine and etch, laser etch graphics into cork, and then use them as cup holders, or and so that way I can customize those and maybe give them away as gifts if people want them. So anyway, it's chugging right along here pretty good. It's not real fast, mind you, but anyway, it's almost done. We'll give it here just a little bit longer. On this phone, you can kind of see the blue hue that's being generated. Get ready here to turn the laser off. There we go. I'm going to turn the laser off and see what happened here. I'm going to remove these are little sticky notes. I was fortunate enough that the PCB and the sticky note were the same size. So anyway, here is the the hole, and I could probably speed that laser up a little bit, and probably wouldn't be as big. But here is the little star that I cut out. Pretty cool, nice and clean cut. Whoop, dropped it in the floor. And this, I guess, because this could be a stencil, could be used as a stencil. But this little machine could also be used to cut into rubber to make seals or stamps. So there's a lot of possibilities for this little machine. So I'm real happy with it. Just got a little more to go on it and kind of polish it up. I've got room back here in the back to mount the Arduino, and I'll probably mount the fan up here somewhere out of the way and continue to blow cool air across the laser, as well as get the smoke out of the way of the laser. Anyway, just thought I'd show it to you. Bye.